In a brand new interview talking about Daredevil Born Again and picking up the pieces from where they left off in Daredevil Season 3, actor and Daredevil himself, Charlie Cox, clarifies previous comments made by Bullseye Wilson Bethel, and he says that it's not quite that short of a time gap, as there's been 6 years between the ending of Daredevil Season 3 and when we pick up with Born Again. In a recent interview, Charlie Cox was talking about the passage of time and specifically Daredevil Season 3, where they left things off and how they're picking up from there. So he obviously talked about how at the end of Daredevil, you got him, Matt Murdock, you got Karen and Foggy sitting together and that they're going into the next chapter of their life. And then when we pick up with Daredevil Born Again, things are changing. It's been the passage of time that's changed where they're all at. And in a recent interview, Charlie Cox confirmed, and then I also guess debunked what Wilson Bethel said, because he confirms that this series takes place 6 years after the ending of Daredevil. Now, if we look at the math there, that can work. It really can. And you can sort of fit it right there after Echo, and it definitely fits. And again, time in the MCU has been all over the place ever since Sony messed it up with Spider-Man Homecoming. So it is what it is, you know. They've even addressed it with the TVA, misplaced files and wrong, whatever. You know, the multiverse exists, time is in flux and things are happening. It's cool. 6 years, I think, makes sense. If you really think about it, Daredevil ends, let's just say right there, right before Infinity War. And then you got the 5-year gap. And then you got a little bit more time with the modern MCU. So places it right there perfectly in the more modern day, right where the MCU is. Right after Echo, but before somebody recent films or upcoming films, right? So it's kind of slotted in there perfectly where you can see how it fits, but also you can kind of adjust it. Sort of like Deadpool and Wolverine, right? When you place that one into continuity, it makes sense where it goes. And again, it's a multiverse film. You can argue that it doesn't fit here or doesn't fit there on the Fox timeline, whatever the Fox timeline is anymore, but this does fit. So I think 6 years honestly works. I try to explain how it can't really work unless you really stretch it with what Wilson Bethel said, but here it makes more sense, and I'm quite happy to see how they're going to deal with this because, you know, it's been 6 years. A lot of stuff has happened in the MCU, including making these shows canon. So they got a lot of stuff and ground to cover of where were you guys when everything was happening, especially when a giant purple-faced alien decided to attack Earth. What were you doing? Thank you for checking out that video, and thank you for your continued support. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, do whatever you will, and if you're so inclined and would like some additional content from us, which includes unfiltered content and bonus discussions, we do offer exclusively in our member section. We hope to see you there. So thank you for watching and have a good one.